Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, or whatever time you're watching this. I'm your host with the most, the reigning, defending, undisputed NFL reporter, injury report, prediction, commandeer. Yeah, that was, I don't know what's a commandeer. I meant a Commodore. Commodore, right. Your host, Megatron, and we have a lot to talk about. Some good, cool news and some unfortunate news. We have a lot to talk about today, so we're gonna jump right into it. Here is some aftermath of week 2. We're almost done. Then we got tonight between the Saints and the Raiders, Monday Night Football. Get ready for that. We about to jump right into it right now with the first game, which is the I call the bullshit / painful game to watch. No, it was mostly bullshit. The Giants traveling to Chicago to take on the Chicago Bears. And before I say that, I know Chicago Bear fans. I know a Chicago Bear fan. You know who you are. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. Pissed off? Oh yes, because of that last few second. Yeah, I was not happy. No, because we rallied back. My team rallied back. Really, we were down. I think what 17 nothing. Because I didn't get a chance to see the whole game because I was at work. But I've seen some highlights and I've seen what happened. But anyway, we're gonna get to some stats real quick. Daniel Jones was 25 for 40. Was through 241 yards and 1 interception. Vintage, looking like Eli. Deion Lewis, 20 yards, 1 INT. Saquon Barkley got injured this game, and I'm telling you right now, as we speak, as I have been reported, Saquon Barkley is out for the year with a torn ACL. I'm praying for you, brother. I hope you make a speedy recovery and you'll be back next year killing it and like breaking ankles and being MVP, offensive MVP, offensive player of the year. Yes. Oh, I said offensive. Or MVP, you never know. We'll see how it goes. But I'm praying for you, brother. Speed recovery, Saquon Barkley. We got 2 interceptions on Mitch Trubisky. Other than that, it wasn't enough. Final score was 17-13. Mitchell Trubisky was 8 for 28 through 190 yards and had 2 touchdowns and, like I said before, 2 INTs. David Montgomery got a touchdown. Mooney got a touchdown. And Bush got an interception on us. The Giants, oh Lord, what can I say about my... Our offensive line still needs work. Like, we still need work. Like, this is what happens when our offensive line isn't all that great. A star player is down for the count. Like, down. Like, it sucks. Hope he makes a speedy recovery. Saquon. Sucks not to be there this year. I heard today a former Atlanta running back, Atlanta Falcons running back, 2-time Pro Bowler, you know who I'm talking about, Mr. Devontae Freeman. He is visiting the Giants today to see if he can fill the void for that starting running back spot that Saquon had. So he might be in there in the running back mix. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just hoping. It's a tough season. I'm telling you, this week here is tough. Literally, like this week here. I know it's kind of off topic to what I have, but this week has been crazy, and the injury bugs has hit players hard this week. And it's only week 2. But the injury bug hit them hard. The reason why, their bodies aren't adjusted enough. Like how it is in preseason, they get some hits. They get some hits and licks in from the preseason games. Just for a little bit. And then they just be out the rest of the game. Remember, this year, there was no preseason. It was training camp and then straight to the regular season. So some of the players' bodies aren't adjusted enough. So maybe that's why they're dropping like flies. So this week, the injury bug hit a lot of players hard. I'm gonna tell you who got hit the most, who's out for the season, who's gonna be missing a couple of weeks, and who is still waiting for their results. I'll get to that later. But like I said, back to what I was saying. Chicago is 2-0 in the NFC North. Mitch T is proving himself that he will stay the starting quarterback of the Chicago Bears. He may not have to worry about Nick Foles in the background watching him, just in case if he messes up. But good win for the Bears. Giants still got work to do. And and Giants got San Francisco next week. That's going to be a bitch. So we'll explain that next time. Alright, next game. We got the LA Rams traveling to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Final score, 37-19. Rams won. Oh boy. The Philadelphia Eagles are not doing that great. I'm going to keep it real. They're not doing that great, man. Like, man. It's, I don't know. They're starting off 0-2 this year, which is something I'm surprised of. But the Rams walked into Philly and just dominated and walked out with the W. Jared Goff was 20 for 27, threw 267 yards passing, and had 3 touchdowns. Darrell Henderson, 81 yard run and 1 touchdown. Robert Woods only had 19 yards and 1 touchdown. The star of that Rams offense in that game was the tight end. Surprisingly, the tight end, Tyler Higbee, 54 yards running, 3 touchdowns. 3. He was balling, straight balling. And Carson Wentz, he was doing bad. Threw 2 picks. He threw for 242 yards and had 2 picks. Miles Sanders came back from injury. He got himself a touchdown, 95-yard touchdown. I'm gonna say this: I think the Rams are starting to come back to their old ways, like the Todd Gurley days. No, that Super Bowl run days, like when Todd Gurley was there and everybody was the best team on the turf, best show on turf. How do they call it? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Comment down below if I'm right or not. The best show on turf, I think that's what it's called. But the Rams are starting to get their groove and they're coming back strong and they're 2-0 in the NFC West. They're doing good. The Eagles and the Giants are 0-2 at the bottom of the barrel. They gotta find a way to pick it up this season. Like I said, 2 games, and not doing all that hot right now. Eagles are 0-2, and good win for the Rams. Next game, which was wild. This was one of the 2 great games that happened this week. Atlanta traveling to AT&T Stadium to take on the Dallas Cowboys. That game was like, damn. And I picked the Cowboys to win. For a second, I thought I picked Atlanta to win, but no, I picked the Cowboys to win that, surprisingly. Damn. This game, it was just... The memes are going to be coming. Boy, the memes are here. 43-8? Oh, boy. You thought that was bad. Watch this one. Atlanta was dominating the whole game. They blew a 27-point lead. 27-point lead. They were up 27-0 or 27-0, and they blew that lead like they blew the league in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. Oh boy, it was just wow. This game was wild. Matt Ryan, 24 for 36, 273 yards, 4 touchdowns. Like I said, the first half he was balling. He was balling the first half. Calvin Ridley got a touchdown. He got 2 touchdowns. Hayden Hurst got 1 touchdown. Russell Gage got 1 touchdown. They were balling the whole game, like for real. And Dallas was a mess. Dallas was a mess. They had fumbles galore. Dak had a fumble. Zeke had a fumble, and a tight end had a fumble. Dalton Schultz had a fumble. But Dak put his team on his back. He rushed for 3 touchdowns. Zeke rushed for 1. Dalton Schultz pass for 1. And then they kept coming back. And after that, it was a crazy onside kick. Like the way the kicker kicked it, the ball was like a helicopter. It literally, you know how a helicopter blade spins. Literally, that's what the ball was doing. Like the ball was spinning like a helicopter. They call it, I think, the watermelon kick. I'm not sure, but it was spinning like this, and he had to wait a few more inches to get to the 10-yard line, and Dallas just pounced on it. I was like, oh shit. I think Dallas might be coming back. And they just kept going down the field. And then it all was the decision of the kicker, Greg Zuerlein. Greg the Leg kicked it for the win, 40-39. What a game. That game was, well, that was one of the good games of this week. And I'm going to tell you right now, Jerry Jones is probably thinking right now, he's probably regretting not paying this man. I don't like the Dallas Cowboys at all, but damn it, after that game, pay this man, pay Dak Prescott, give him a long-term deal, take out your checkbook and just put God knows how many zeros on that check, because really, Dak Prescott deserves to get paid. This is the theme of this episode, one of the themes. The injury bug and Dak Prescott needs to get paid. Dak deserves to get paid. I gotta admit, after what happened, he put his team on his back. He put the Cowboys on his back, said, yo, I'm about to win this for us. And he did. He rushed for 3 touchdowns. They were balling. The whole game. Really. Atlanta was balling and Dallas was getting smoked until Dallas came back, was like, all right, we about to win this game. And this team, Dak Prescott deserves to get paid. I'm just going to keep it plain and simple. Dak Prescott deserves a long-term deal. He's playing with a franchise tag right now, as we speak. He has a chip on his shoulder. If that game didn't prove that he deserved to get paid, I don't know what the hell is Jerry Jones doing in that front office. He deserves to get paid. Because really, he put on a show for Dallas. Great game for the Dallas Cowboys. Good win. They are officially 1-1 in the NFC East. I'm telling you, they deserve to get paid. Next game. Carolina travels to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. Tom Brady was back. He had to find a way to smooth himself out, because after that first game, he was, like I said, the first game he was rough. He threw He threw 2 interceptions. He was bad. This game, like I said before in the last video, he was going to find a way to bounce back and get himself ready. Teddy Bridgewater went 33 for 42, 367 yards, no touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. McCaffrey rushed for 59 yards with 2 touchdowns. And Dante Jackson got a pick off of Brady. On the other hand, Brady 23 for 35, 217 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Not bad. Leonard Fournette was the star of this show, really. The new Buccaneer. Rushed for 103 yards and had 2 touchdowns on the day. So he was lighting it up. He was also balling. So he was doing good that game too. Ronald Jones got a touchdown, and Mike Evans was back this game after that hamstring injury. He was fighting a hamstring injury, but he looked good, so he got himself a touchdown today. Jordan Whitehead got an interception off of Teddy Bridgewater and Davis. I don't know his first name, but he got an interception off of Bridgewater. So, unfortunately, Carolina Panthers, Christian McCaffrey is going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. So, he should be back. week 5 or 6, maybe. I'm not sure. But he's out. He's not going to be playing. He's out 4 or 6 weeks. He's one of the injured players that got hurt this week. Yeah. It's Carolina's 0-2, and Brady is back in his usual form. What's crazy, Gronk has not been involved as much yet. So we'll see in the next coming weeks what the Bucs are going to do with Rob Gronkowski. So he hasn't been all that attention right now, so we'll see what happens. But going for the Bucs, they are 1-1. They're back on the saddle, and they go to Denver next week. Take on the Broncos. And, good game for the Bucs. Carolina got work to do. Oh, final score 31-17. And the final score of the Cowboys-Falcons game, I don't know if I said it, was 40-39. I said very close game. No, I said it for the other game. But still, very close game. Very close. By one, very close. Pardon me. That was a mini belch. Excuse me. I need some water. I don't have water. God damn. I should be prepared for this. But I'm not. So it's cool. You got to go right through it. Hey, the show must go on, as they say. Show must go on. Next game. The 49ers travel to MetLife Stadium and take on the Jets. And this is the team that has the most injuries. Oh boy, I'll tell you after the stats. And the Jets, even if the Niners were injured, they still got their ass whooped. Oh boy. Final score 31-13. The Jets, oh good lord. They, oh man, just like the Giants, they need work. Oh, they need work. So bad. Alright, Jimmy G got 14-16, got 131 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Raheem Mostert is the starter. And then Jerry McKinnon's behind him. But he ran for 92 yards and got a touchdown. Jerry McKinnon had 77 yards and a touchdown. Sam Darnold did not do all that hot. 21 for 32, 179 yards, and 1 touchdown. And I think what's his receiver's name? Barrios? Yeah, 59 yards and 1 touchdown. Yeah, the 49ers have the most injuries. Jimmy Garoppolo's out. Solomon Thomas is out. Nick Bosa's out. Bosa's out for the year with a torn ACL. He's out for the year. And I think Solomon Thomas is also out for the year. I have it in my notes here. There you go. Yeah. Nick Bosa's out for the year. Unfortunately. But yeah. Nick Bosa is a stud on the defensive line in San Francisco. He will be missed. I'm praying for him. It sucks, man. This injury bug hit a lot of people this week. It's crazy. There's a lot more. That's what, as I keep going with this. But, yeah. Big win for the San Francisco 49ers. They go back to MetLife again to face my team, the New York Giants. So, I don't know how that's going to work. We'll see. But good win for the Niners. And as for the Jets, you still ain't shit. Next, the Broncos travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh got a W, 26-21. Drew Lock was another player that got injured, and Jeff Driscoll had to step in. He's out with a shoulder injury, so he should be. I think it's day to day, week to week. I don't know when, but yeah. So Jeff Driscoll didn't do that bad. 18-34, 256 yards, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Noah Fant got a touchdown. Melvin Gordon got a touchdown. And that offensive line of the Broncos are just shit. Just like the Giants, it is shit. No wonder Drew Lock got injured. The offensive line ain't shit. And Driscoll was getting manhandled by all those defensive players on Pittsburgh. Bud Dupree, Cam Hayward, you name it. It was bad. Ben Roethlisberger doing his thing. 29-41, 311 yards, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Still doing his thing. No surprise. James Conner was back in the game. We thought he was going to be injured for a couple of weeks, but nope, he's back after just Monday night. So, hey, why not? He's just back anyway. 106 yards on the ground and 1 touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 92 yard receiving, 1 touchdown. And the rookie Chase Claypool, 88 yards, 1 touchdown. So, Pittsburgh is looking like, I'm going to keep it a buck, Pittsburgh is looking like a Super Bowl team or a playoff team this year. They look really good. Really good. Really good. So don't be surprised if they walk in the playoffs this year. So let's hope. Let's see. So good win for Pittsburgh. Denver, you still need work. You got people down. Cortland Sutton is out for a couple weeks. Von Miller's out for the year. Philip Lindsay was out. He's injured. And Drew Lock is out. So Denver, they got hit with a bit. Them and the team I just reviewed, San Francisco 49ers, both have injury bugs, and it's showing good. It's not good. It ain't good. Next game, AFC South matchup. The Jaguars traveling to just as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Travel to Tennessee to take on the Titans, and this game was tight. The Titans won by 3 points. The final score was 33-30. And I gotta admit, I'm a believer, even though he lost today. That day, I'm a believer of Gardner Minshew. I mean, I was a believer last year, but now I'm really a believer of Gardner Minshew. He can come back out of nowhere and just find a way to get some points on the board. He was 30 for 45, 339 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. That's not bad. That's not bad. Jay Robinson got 102 yards, 1 touchdown. Keelan Cole got 58 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Tyler Eifert got a touchdown. Chris Thompson got a touchdown. They were balling. Like in the last few, third or fourth quarter. Balling. But it wasn't enough. Actually, no, that game went to overtime. That game went to overtime, actually. It was an overtime game, and Minshew threw a pick, unfortunately, on the last few minutes of that overtime game. But yeah, the Jags got we got Thursday night. Oh, Miami Dolphins, which I'll talk about them later. Ryan Tannehill, 18-24, 239 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Oh, Tannehill, do what you do. Jonnu Smith got 2 touchdowns. Adam Humphries got 1 touchdown, and Corey Davis got 1 touchdown. So they were balling, but surprisingly, the Jags held off Derrick Henry, which was very interesting. Very interesting, because they knew for the past couple of years Derrick Henry was going to run all over. All over. Didn't I just say last week in my predictions? All over the Jags defense. They didn't let that shit happen. I don't think so. They said, oh, word? No, we ain't going to let that shit happen. So they held Derrick Henry for, I think, 6 yards, like how Pittsburgh held Saquon that first game. But yeah, they didn't let that shit happen. But the passing game was effective. They were more focused on Derrick Henry and didn't worry about the other receivers. So that makes sense. So good win for the Titans. Close game win for the Titans. Titans are 2-0 in the division. Jags are 1-1. Hey, they're both good teams. They always play hard in their division. But I have there's a bright future for Jacksonville so far, and a bright future for Tennessee so far. Tennessee obviously will be a playoff team. I can see that happening. But good win for the Titans. Jags, you got some work to do. You got Miami, so it shouldn't be that bad. I don't know. Spoiler alert, maybe. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Good win. Next. This is no surprise. This is, no surprise. Detroit traveling to Green Bay to take on the Packers. Packers whooped their ass. 42-21 final score. Stafford was doing good, and then Aaron Rodgers said, I'm about to whoop that ass. So they did. Stafford was 20 for 33, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Go figure. Kerryon Johnson got a touchdown. Marvin Jones got a touchdown. And a guy named Hall, he got a touchdown too. But did this help them come back and win? Say it with me now. Absolutely not. So, yeah. Aaron Rodgers was 18 for 30, 240 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The star of this game was the running back of the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Jones. 168 yards running, 2 rushing touchdowns, and 1 receiving touchdown. So he had 3 touchdowns on the day, which is ridiculous because Aaron Jones, as I say, he is a beast. No one talks about him, which is crazy. No one talks about him much. They talk about James Conner, Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara. I think that's it, as I know. Oh, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you name it. So, Aaron Jones is still a beast. Oh, and they talk about Zeke. But Aaron Jones, he a beast, man. Aaron Jones is a beast. Aaron Jones is a beast. So, and someone named Tanyan Jr. got a touchdown. Overall, the Packers are rolling. They're also 2-0 in their division. So, the Packers and Bears are both 2-0. The Vikings and the Lions are struggling bad this year. They're struggling. The Lions are 0-2. The first game they should have won against the Bears, but shit happens. So, yeah. Shit happens. Sorry as I adjust my camera here. Shit happens. Like I said, different setup. Not my usual setup. Which is fine. Plus, I did not feel like walking. I felt like being lazy. So, there. Plus, it's a beautiful glare. It's a perfect glare. But I digress. Next game, AFC East matchup. Bills are traveling to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Final score, 31-28. So this game is tight, surprisingly, which not really surprising because they always play hard. They always play good against each other, no matter what. But the Bills had the end of that one. So Josh Allen, 24 for 35, 417 yards, and 4 touchdowns. This dude was... Say it with me now. Balling. Diggs, Stephon Diggs got a touchdown. His first touchdown as a Bill. John Brown got a touchdown. Davis got a touchdown. And Gilliam got a touchdown. Don't know those two, but they got a touchdown. As for Fitzpatrick, he did pretty good. He didn't throw any picks. He threw 2 touchdowns. He was 31 for 47 and 328 yards. Jordan Howard got a touchdown. If you've seen the Mike Gesicki catch, oh my God. That one-handed grab, ooh, that was some shades of Odell. That was beautiful, but he got a touchdown. And Devontae Parker got a touchdown. Miami did good this game, but they're still struggling. They're 0-2 in the AFC East. They are struggling. Not all that great. And they got Gardner Minshew and the Jags this Thursday. Whew, that's a tough one. That ain't good. That's a tough one. But good win for the Bills. The Bills are 2-0. I think, yeah, the Bills are the number 1 seed in their division. I'll tell you why later. So, yeah, Bills are 2-0. Bills are the only 2-0 team because the Patriots are 1-1. Spoiler alert, because if y'all didn't see the game, well, they lost. Spoiler alert. Patriots lost. Miami 0-2. Jets 0-2. Bills 2-0. They picked up right where they left off, man. Because the Bills are dominant right now. I'm picking the Bills to win the AFC East this year. I'm gonna make that pick. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Bills to be the AFC East champs. But I'll talk about that soon, very soon, when playoffs start. Next game is the Vikings and the Colts. The Vikings got their ass whooped. Well, they didn't get whooped. They're struggling this year. They really are struggling. I don't know what's up. They're not doing all that great. They should be doing better. But Kirk Cousins, 11 for 26, 113 yards. Not a touchdown. 0 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Dude, Kirk Cousins, what the hell are you doing, bro? You are not doing that great. You're 0-2 in the NFC North. As the Packers and the Bears are 2-0. Really? That's weird, because you guys usually be in the middle of the pack. But y'all with the Lions. Oh boy. Dalvin Cook got 1 touchdown. That was it. That was all the Vikings had to do. As for the Colts, Rivers got 19 for 25, 214 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not bad. Jonathan Taylor got a touchdown. Zach Pascal got a touchdown. Colts found their groove back after last week. Yeah. So they got their groove back. And they're 1-1, I think. 1-1? Yeah, they 1-1 because the Jags beat the Colts last week. Yeah. So they're 1-1. Yeah. Yeah, the Vikings need work bad. The Vikings need work. 20-11. Yeah, come on, man. Come on, Minnesota. Y'all need to get y'all shit together, bro. Because there's no way y'all y'all shouldn't be 0-2. Y'all should be like 1-1 right now. I mean, well, you got the Packers and the Colts, so it makes sense. You got Rivers and Rodgers, so it kind of makes sense. Y'all should win next week, which I'll review the schedule next time, as I said. So let's go on to the next game then. We have the Washington football team traveling to Arizona to take on the Cardinals, and Arizona is looking scary. Yo, I talk shit for years about the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, I'm gonna take them seriously now, especially the weapons they got. DeAndre Hopkins, Larry Fitzgerald, Kyle Murray, Kenyon Drake, Chandler Jones on defense, Isaiah Simmons on defense, Patrick Peterson on defense. Oh, you can name them all. But good Lord, this team, man, damn, son. And Kyler Murray alone is dangerous. He's literally like a faster version of Russell Wilson. Let me tell you why. Dwayne Haskins, this is stat for Washington. Dwayne Haskins for 19 for 33, 233 yards, 1 touchdown. Gibson got a touchdown. Terry McLaurin got a touchdown. Not much they can do. Kyler Murray, 26 for 38, 286 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Rushed for 2 touchdowns. So he passed and he ran twice. That's crazy. So he ran for 2 touchdowns. Again, he is dangerous quarterback. Don't mess with him. And DeAndre Hopkins got a touchdown. Good for him. Arizona looks dangerous. They're 2-0 in their division as well as the Rams. And spoiler alert, the Seahawks, they're 2-0 as well. Yeah. Damn. Oh, man. Arizona, LA, and Seattle, they are looking dominant. Like, I mean, the Seahawks picked up right where they left off, obviously, because they always keep winning. The Rams look good. They look very good. And the Cardinals look really good. They look interesting. I'm intrigued with the Arizona Cardinals this year. See what they can do. They look good on paper, and they look good on the field. So let's see what happens. Oh, and the Niners are... Oh, wait. Are the Niners 2-0 too? Oh, shit. The Niners are 2-0. Oh, boy. No, the Niners are 1-1. My bad. Arizona beat them last week. But still. They're still in the thick of it. Oh, man. They're still in the thick of it. This game I'm going to talk about quick because, hey, there's no point because this was an ass whooping. The Ravens traveled to Houston to take on the Texans. The Ravens gave them the biggest ass whooping. 33-16. Baltimore won. Lamar Jackson, 18 for 24, 204 yards and a touchdown. Mark Ingram got a touchdown in there, and Patrick Ricard got a touchdown in there. The defense was balling. Marcus Peters got a touchdown. And a guy from Denver, from Iowa, L.J. Fort, linebacker, I believe, he got himself a touchdown. The picked up right where they left off. Really not much to say. Not much to say about the Ravens because they're 2-0. After the Texans, 1 touchdown, 1 interception from Deshaun Watson. 25 for 36 and had 275 yards. Darren Fells got a touchdown. Houston has a tough schedule this year, so they just played Kansas City last week. And then they got the Ravens. Dude, Houston is getting... Oh, man, bro. I don't know what to say about Houston. Houston needs some work. Man, Houston just needs some work. Wow. All right. Here's another good overtime game. We have the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to LA to take on the Chargers. Final score 23-20, won by a field goal by Harrison Buckner. Again, this was an overtime game. The Chiefs were struggling the first 2 quarters. And then Pat Mahomes decided to put on the... they were down by double digits. And Pat Mahomes just turned that dial to 100 and just went crazy. Oh boy, Pat Mahomes, 27 for 47, 302 yards passing, and 2 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill got a 99-yard touchdown. Travis Kelce got a 90-yard touchdown. Balling. Clyde Edwards-Helaire wasn't a factor this game, but the passing game was great. Justin Herbert came in because Tyrod Taylor got injured. He injured his ribs, stomach or ribs. He had a stomach issue, and not like indigestion. Like I think he might have messed up a rib. But either way, Justin Herbert, the rookie from Oregon, got the start, and he did pretty good. 27 for 33, 311 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. He did pretty good. Now, if Tyrod gets healthy, he will be the starter again. But if not, Justin Herbert is at the helm right now. But he did good. And he rushed for a touchdown, too. So, he did pretty good. Real good this game. Even though they lost. But he took his team. He brought his team... let's say he went toe-to-toe with the Super Bowl. He went toe-to-toe with the Super Bowl champs. Like, they were neck and neck. And it was won by a Harrison Buckner field goal. But good win for the Chiefs. Close one, man. They got a little sloppy. They got to find a way to perfect themselves this week. They got the Ravens next week. Oh, boy. Monday Night Football next week. That's going to be a good game. Really good game. I can't wait for that. But, yeah. Chargers. They're 1-1 in the AFC West. Yeah. It's alright. They can bounce back, obviously. They can bounce back from this. It's nothing. And the final crazy game. The Patriots traveling to Seattle. Super Bowl 49 rematch. Seattle won 35-30. This game was great. Anytime these two teams play each other, it's something special. But this time, it's usually Russell Wilson versus Tom Brady. Now it's Russell Wilson versus Cam Newton. And Cam Newton balled. Cam Newton balled. Even though he lost, he was balling that game. Cam Newton was 30 for 44. 397 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Rushed for 2 touchdowns. So he ran himself twice for a touchdown. Devin McCourty got the first pick of the game. It was like, 5-10 minutes into the first quarter. It was a tip drill. Greg Olsen tried to catch it. Tipped it. Devin McCourty right there. Interception, take it to the house. Also, James White wasn't there because of a family emergency. His father passed away during a car accident in Miami. And his mother's in critical condition right now. So, prayers up for them. I'm sorry for your loss, James White. God bless him. And it's a tough situation, man. It's just tough. Something is always bigger than the NFL. Family is way bigger than the NFL, and just to see that, it's scary and it's sad. So prayers up for James White and his family, and I hope his mother makes a speedy recovery. And I'm sorry for the loss of James White. James White's father, he was a Miami police chief. Prayers up for James White. Prayers up. As for the Seattle side, Russell Wilson was dangerous. As usual, he is dangerous. 21 for 28, 288 yards, 5 touchdowns. 5 and just threw 1 pick. Donkey Kong DK Metcalf got a touchdown, which he burnt Stephon Gilmore. Like, really, he made him look like a little boy. And they had a match. They were on each other all day. It was DK Metcalf versus Stephon Gilmore. It reminded me of the Andre Johnson versus I want to say Kevin Byard. I'm wrong. If not, I'm thinking between Odell and Josh Norman because they were going at it like yo. It didn't get too extreme, thank God. But yo, sorry about that. I thought I saw something. But yo, they were at it. Tyler Lockett got a touchdown. Chris Carson got a touchdown. Swain got a touchdown, a rookie wide receiver. And Quentin Dunbar got an interception. This game was great. It was fourth quarter game on the line, about 4 seconds left. Cam was about to run it in, and the defense was on him because the Cam was running the whole game, really on the goal line. But Seattle found a way to actually get him first. It was a great game. Like, man, anytime those two play against each other, it's something special. Special. Oh, man. But good game, good slate of games this week. We got one more Monday. Well, tonight. The Saints traveling to Oakland. Sorry, Las Vegas. I keep saying Oakland. I'm used to Oakland. Traveling to Las Vegas to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. We'll see how that goes. I already put my prediction in. I picked the Saints to win this game. This could be close. Very close. We'll see what happens. You never know. But also, I want to tell you who is out for the season, who is missing time, and who are we waiting for results. Now, out for the season, we got Saquon Barkley's out for the season, Von Miller, Nick Bosa, Derwin James, Derwin James, Tavon Young, CJ Uzama, and Anthony Barr. They're all out for the season. Torn ACLs, you name it. They're gonna miss. This one is missing some time, like 46 weeks. Kind of like an IR, like how it is now, because usually you miss 3 weeks and then you come back. Yeah, okay. So I thought I saw some more news about injuries, but I guess not. Christian McCaffrey's out 4 to 6 weeks. Michael Thomas, who's supposed to play tonight, wide receiver of the New Orleans Saints, he's out this game. Drew Lock is out 4 to 6 weeks. Jimmy Garoppolo, A.J. Brown, he's been out since last week, and Sterling Shepard, he's out. And we're waiting word on any other medical stuff for Cortland Sutton, wide receiver of the Denver Broncos. Yeah, he was out. He was out this past game, Tuesday, week 2. He was out. Tyrod Taylor, Malik Hooker. I think received move. He's out for the year. Torn Achilles. Yeah, I think. And Paris Campbell. So those are the injury bugs. Like I said, this year is nuts with injury bugs. So I'm praying for all those players to get well soon, get healthy. For those who are out for the season, prayers for you. I hope y'all make a speedy recovery and get back strong for next year, for 2021 NFL season. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. As I am done with this episode, I know I said Wednesday I'll do it, but today I just felt like, hey, let's just do it Monday. Why not? Right off the tails of Sunday Night Football and Week 2, and we're getting into Monday Night Football tonight. I will, I'll do my predictions Wednesday. Yeah, I'll do my predictions Wednesday this time, and see how that goes. Give myself a day off or something on Thursday or Friday. But sorry, I scratched my head. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode of the Gridiron Line. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. For all that good football content out there. Show your brother some love as usual. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. See you next time. Like I said, follow my Instagram page for the Gridiron Line, Gridiron_Lion. And that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. See y'all next time. Peace.